Hey, what's up, Breaks runners? My name's Mike. I'm your race director for the Breaks Ultramarathon along with my wife, Brandy. I'm sitting here in my shop today working on some awards that you can see right there behind me. Wanted to check in with you guys today because we're a little bit less than 2 weeks out from the race, so I figured it's a good time for us to just check in and talk about mainly the protocols that we're going to be going through during the upcoming race weekend related to COVID-19. I'll probably do another video here shortly and send it out another day or two, more about race logistics and programming and the course and that sort of stuff. So we'll get into that. Right now, I'm basically going to talk about our COVID-19 protocols for the weekend. First of all, I really appreciate everybody's patience with this, and I'm acknowledging a little bit also my lack of communication a little bit over the last several months, so hopefully we're remedying that now. So let's talk about it. Let's start with Friday. So big changes for Friday night. We are not having a pre-race meeting in person. That's going to be done virtually. I'll probably just record something just like I am right now. I'll probably do it on Friday afternoon at some point and just send it out over social media and email. And the point of that will be just to give you guys last minute updates. I really won't be going over anything that's not on the website, but I will talk about, hey, are we gonna go across the river or not? I'll talk about that here in a second. We'll give a final update on that, final course conditions. We'll probably give you guys, I'll see if I can do it live and maybe give you guys an opportunity to ask questions or anything like that. But as you know, I'm not real big on video editing and that stuff, so we'll see what I can manage to work out. So on Friday night, there is no meeting, there's no meal. When it comes to food, we really saw that as a big risk given the coronavirus spread, so we took out just a lot of the food service for the weekend, and we just axed the Friday night dinner all together. It's a real bummer, I know, because one of my favorite things of the weekend is getting together on Friday, getting to meet everybody before the race and feeling that excitement. But unfortunately, no pre-race meeting, no pre-race meal. I would ask all of you to do takeout from the park restaurant. Breaks Interstate Park, as most state parks and national parks have, it's been hit really hard by the pandemic the last several months, so I would really appreciate it. I know they would, and their employees would really appreciate it if you would support them by going to the restaurant, buying some dinner, and buying the rest of your meals over the weekend. The restaurant's good, especially as state parks go, state park restaurants go, it's good. I eat there every time I go down. While you guys will be running, as you're running up the mountain after crossing the river, I'll probably be sitting eating breakfast from the restaurant myself. So please, on Friday night when you get there, get some takeout from the restaurant, support the park. I'd really appreciate it. It would mean a lot. It would go a long way to making sure that we can keep doing this race in future years, and I really appreciate your understanding. We will be doing packet pickup on Friday night. No meeting, no meal, but we will be doing a packet pickup at the start-finish line on Friday night. The times for that, I think I'm going to do 4:30 to about 7, so keep an eye on the website and these emails. I'll finalize the time here in the next couple of days, I'd say, by the end of the week for sure. But we will do a Friday night packet pickup, and if you can make it, I beg you to please come on Friday night for packet pickup. That will just give us fewer people in line on Saturday morning, and fewer people to just try and get through the picnic shelter and all that. If the more people that we can have go to packet pickup on Friday night, the easier race morning is going to be. Trust me. But if you come on Friday night, that'll give you a great chance to get your shirt, your bib, your buff. We'll get into face coverings here in a minute, and sign your waiver. So there's a few things that you've got to do at packet pickup. The more of that you can just knock out on Friday, the less you have to worry about on race morning. So again, no meeting on Friday, no meal on Friday, but yes, packet pickup. And please do that if you can at all. And remember, the whole weekend while you're here, please support the park. Buy stuff from the gift shop, buy stuff from the restaurant. Tell your friends about it, and come back later in the year and camp or get a cabin. So let's talk about Saturday morning. So the race start, I'm going to jump around here a little bit. the race start, we are going to space it out. I'm not going to do official waves. Just given our site, I think we can space out enough that we don't have to do an actual waved start, but we are going to space ourselves out probably about 10 feet apart. Our chute is 12 feet wide, so we're going to stand probably in twos, 2 people, and then behind them 10 feet away, 2 people, and we're just going to space out as far as we can. And then, as most of you know, if you've looked at the course map, which if you haven't yet, I would strongly recommend that. The first mile of the race is a road, so on that road, just stay apart from each other. Keep your distance. Use that opportunity to gain distance between each other. We do care about social distancing and physical distancing during this race. So use that first mile to just spread out. Don't cluster together because you're going to eventually hit the trail and be right next to each other anyways. So use that opportunity to remain distant from each other. I am going to require face masks at the start line. Once you get started, there's no way I can enforce it, but while you're in the starting chute and up until the moment that we fire the gun, I am going to require face masks in the starting chute for everybody. We do have next opportunity buffs, net gaiters, whatever you call them. I'm going to give one of those to everybody for free, so you have no excuse. Nobody can tell me that they don't have one. And during the race, we are also going to require those to be worn over your nose and mouth at aid stations. We're going to have signs at the aid stations telling you basically if you need to eat or drink anything while at the aid stations, get at least 10 feet away from the aid station table. Pull that thing off, drink, pull it back up. Once you're out on the trail, fine, take it off. I have no problem with that. But while you're in the aid station, just understand you're going to be interacting with our volunteers who we do want to protect. And you wearing the neck gaiter or the buff over your face protects them. They'll be wearing one to protect you. Let's all do it together and get out of this race without having any kind of outbreak or anything like that. So everybody's going to get a buff. Wear it over your face and mouth at the start line and at the aid stations. Just put it in your pocket, wrap it around your arm. That's what I do a lot, is I'll put it around my arm because then I can, wipe my forehead with it. And then just, pull it over your mouth at the aid stations. We don't need to make a big deal about this. So let's see, what else do we need to talk about? Restrooms, particularly on race morning. Be mindful and prepare for long lines at the restrooms. Now, normally, the site that we have at Breaks Interstate Park is great because we have restrooms, indoor restrooms with flushing toilets, and there's 3 or 4 stalls in each restroom. Only one person, however, is going to be allowed in the restrooms at a time this year. So that's going to mean longer lines. It's going to be longer wait times. So plan for that. If you're staying at the lodge, you're probably good. You can just use the restroom at your room. If you're driving in on race morning, try to get there a little bit early if you plan on hitting up the restroom, because I'm only allowing one person in the restroom at a time. There will be hand sanitizer, soap, and disinfectant spray. Please use that disinfectant to spray down anything that you touch or sit on while you're in there, and disinfect sanitize your hands when you come out. There will be hand sanitizer all around the start-finish line area, the restrooms, and at the aid stations. We'll be cleaning stuff constantly. We've got plenty of volunteers. Thank you to everybody who helped spread the word about volunteers, because I think we're just going to pull it off. So we've got people around who are going to be cleaning and disinfecting all day. Please do your part to keep things clean. Disinfect anything you touch, particularly in the restrooms. The only thing that I'm going to mention about actual running on the trail in regard to COVID-19 is just kind of respect each other's personal space when you're passing. Maybe this year we might need to do a little bit more than just saying on your left. So be mindful of the people that you're passing. Check and make sure it's okay if you can pass them. Give people a little bit more space than you would. Step aside. So again, like we do as runners, just be cool and be polite to each other, and I think we'll get through this. Last thing I want to talk to you about, this isn't really about COVID-19 necessarily, but I do want to give everybody an update on the river crossing. the river crossing is very high right now, higher than it has been in either previous years of the race. So just to give you some numbers that you might be able to put into context, last year the river was flowing at about 100 CFS, 100 cubic feet per second. Now, if you ask me what that means, beyond that, I don't know. Other than, I know we want it to be about 100. It's about 348 at this moment right now. We need that to be below 200 CFS to be able to wade across it on foot safely. From 200 to 400 CFS, like it is today, we're probably going to be doing some sort of ferry situation whereby where you and 4 of your fellow runners would hop in the raft with our guide, pull yourselves across, and then we'd have to just ferry the raft back and forth. Now that would obviously mean big backups, a huge bottleneck at the river crossing. You might have to wait 5, 10, 15 minutes, and I understand. And in that case, we would probably extend the cutoff a little bit. We'll probably wait and see just how long it takes people to get through that part and then extend the cutoff like mid-race. But I would let all the aid stations know, and they would let you know as you're coming through the aid stations that we push the cutoffs back, if that happens. If the river starts flowing above 400 CFS, we're talking alternate route situation. So check breaksultra.com, the race webpage. I've got some information there about what the alternate route looks like. Basically, it's a whole lot more road, less running in the woods, running up that terrible rocky climb and down it. It's just a much less pleasant course, but that's what we're going to have to do in order to make it safe, because we're not crossing the river if it's, raging white waters. So keep an eye on our Facebook page, the Breaks Ultra Facebook page. I'll be giving updates. But like I said, we really want that river to be flowing at under 200 CFS. It's about 350 almost right now. So it'll go up as quickly as it goes down and vice versa. So just keep an eye on us, and we'll give you updates because we're watching it throughout the day, every single day. That's pretty much it. Make sure that you're reading through everything on the webpage. Regarding COVID-19, I'm just asking everybody to please be respectful of what our rules are. Please don't plan on showing up and refusing to wear a mask, because all I'll do is I'll write you a check and refund you your money and ask you to leave. I'm not gonna, we're not gonna fuss about this. So please just know the rules, know the expectations, show up. And also, when you're out and about in the community, if you stop in to get gas, if you stop in to get groceries, or if you go out to eat anywhere, just make sure you're also wearing your masks and just being respectful, because it's important for us to not bring 200 people from outside the community into this small rural community and then cause an outbreak. We don't want that. We don't want to be responsible for that. So I'm asking and urging each and every one of you to take it upon yourselves to follow the guidance for Virginia and Kentucky. If you don't know that guidance, look it up. Both states have great web pages on their COVID-19 responses and reopening protocols. So take a look at that. Be familiar with that before you make your trip down to the breaks, and I think we'll be good. That's it for now. Like I said, I'll be giving out another video here in the next day or two with more specifics about the race and the course and all that good jazz. But for now, that's it. Bye.